What's going on, YouTubers? It's Bert K, traveling trucker. Man, as y'all come in, man, please like this video. Please subscribe to my channel. And even if you don't subscribe, man, at least give me a like because you came across it. That'll ultimately help me out. This is my YouTube journey. I started some time ago. And the name of this is the Traveling Trucker, man. I named it Traveling Trucker. The sub prefix of it is Trucking, Traveling, and Triumph. Trucking, Traveling, and Triumph. Because those are all things that I have done and I do. I truck for a living, I travel for fun, and by the graces of God, I've had a lot of triumphs in my life. So I call it the Traveling Trucker, talking about trucking, traveling, and triumph. Using that word triumph, man, I thought about this. I heard somebody say it, and I wasn't even aware of it. That this month is Mental Health Awareness Month. So I wanted to talk about mental health in the trucking industry because it's a lonely thing being in a truck by yourself if you don't know how to manage the mental aspects of and compartmentalize what you're doing, what you have going for yourself, and ultimately what you want to get out of this thing called trucking. So we have to manage our mental health. A lot of times, man, we don't even understand how to check on our own mental health. We really don't. Unfortunately, a lot of times people, not just truckers, but people, if someone asks them how they doing as opposed to them giving them a true answer, the default answer is, oh, I'm all right. I'm all right. I do it. And that's not always the case. So I wanted to talk about managing your mental health, especially from a trucking standpoint. Now, it's awesome if you got someone to share it with. You got someone at home that you can call. Trucking right now is a lot more family friendly than it was when I started. When I started in trucking was in '84, actually '83. I started in trucking. It wasn't as family friendly. What am I talking about family friendly? Well, they didn't have cell phones like I'm talking to you on now. So right now it's a lot more family friendly for truck drivers. You can reach out to people. But your mental health is important when you're out here in these trucks. You got someone home waiting on you, you can pick up the iPhone or Google or whatever. That's important to keep your mental health going. A lot of time we don't talk about it, but this is Mental Health Awareness Month. So I just thought I'd talk about it from a trucker standpoint. When you're sitting in these docks and you're waiting on that green light and it ain't turning, and that's stress. It's mental health. A lot of people just call it stress, but it's dealing with your mental health. So you have to have things. I seen some guys, they bring their PlayStations, some people have their dogs in the car with them. Some people have, how you doing? I can't pronounce your name, V. I'm gonna just say V. But some people have their animals in there with them. That helps with your mental health. So whatever it is to do a mental health check on yourself, I think that's important because man, there's a lot of people driving in these trucks, man, and just super, super, super stressed. I mean, you got to think about all of the things that stress you. Zadora, how you doing? It's a lot of things that stress you out when you're in this truck, even traffic. You know, Uh, so what we got to do is manage our mental health the best way we know how. I play little games on my phone. I FaceTime people. But like I said, I've been in this thing for 42 years. When I first came out here, there was no telephone where I could reach out and talk to you like I'm talking to y'all now. And thanks for joining the live. So you have to have little avenues and little outputs and things that you can reach out to help with your mental health. And don't do the default answer. I said this a few minutes ago. Most people, when you ask them how they doing, because I do it, they say all right, even if they dealing with something. Because nobody want to be vulnerable. Nobody don't want to say, nah, man, I ain't doing it today. I ain't feeling it today. Find someone you can be vulnerable to, that you don't mind talking to, and that you can say, hey, man, I ain't okay today. I'm not okay today. Because that may help you. They may be able to talk you through something that you're dealing with. None of us are supermen or women. We're all human. And when you're a human, man, you go through things. You have trials, triumphs, and things like that. So talk to someone about their mental health. Talk to your closest friend. Say, hey, bro, how you doing today? You'll be surprised how far that can go. And if they just say, I'm all right, don't just take the default answer. Dig a little further. Ask them, what do you mean by you all right? Because you might be saving them. You might be saving them. We don't think about it like that, but driving in these roads, in some cases, people leave their house and don't come back for 30 days. Man, can you imagine how tough that is on a family? Even though it's more family friendly now than it was before, because we got these cell phones and we got iPads and we can just reach out to people. It's a lot better now than it ever was before. But you cannot get away from understanding who you are and where you're at mentally at all times. You know, it's a phrase that they say, pressure busts pipes. But what do you think it do to your mentality if you don't have some outlet, you know, to release that stress? We got to have some outlet to release the stress. You know, so whether it's calling someone, and don't drown it in, in alcohol or drugs or whatever, man, they ain't helping you. So as a truck driver, I'm asking all y'all, whether you're a truck driver or not, check on someone's mental health, but more importantly, check on your own mental health. Well, it's stressful out here, man. It's stressful out here. Right here in Jacksonville, Florida, they just had somebody on the Danes Point Bridge, and this is not a topic about all of that, but it's a trucking channel that I want to say truck drivers are probably one of the most stressful jobs out here. Next to probably police officers and military. Military, I'd probably put number one. But I'd probably say police officers are pretty stressful, teachers. Hell, being a parent, just being a parent is stressful. So it's Mental Health Awareness Month. This is a truck and travel and triumph. This is the part about triumphing, man. We all have little things we had to get over. That's a triumph. You might be dealing with something right now. You will get past it. That's a triumph. So because this is a truck and travel and a triumph channel, and this is Mental Health Month, I just wanted to say to somebody out there, if this video reaches you, or you can share it with someone, say, hey, bro, hey, sis, how you doing? Check on their mentality. But most importantly, know how to check on your own. Know how to check on your own mentality, man. None of us superhuman. None of us got it figured out. And all of us can use some help sometime or another. So what I ask you to do, man, when you come in here, give me a like. Please share this video. Please subscribe to the channel. But if you don't do none of that, at least ask someone, how are you doing? And don't just take the default answer, what most people give you, oh, I'm all right. Usually when people say that, and I know this to be true for myself, usually when people just say, oh, I'm all right, they not. They just don't want to talk about it. They just don't want to talk about it. And maybe that's not the right time to talk about it. I don't know. But don't just allow them to do that if you really care about that person. You know, I got a habit of doing or saying people, I ask people, random people all the time, how you doing, bro? How you doing, sis? When I'm in these truck stops or in these facilities, and I try to greet them with a smile. And most times you get a pleasant interaction with them. But if somebody's sitting there having a bad day, don't make it worse. Don't make it worse. Because they're having a bad day and you match their energy, they could be going through something. So just say a kind word to them. Don't make it worse, though. I'd rather you turn around and walk out and come back in when you can talk to them a little bit better. But don't make it worse by, you know, them you seeing them in a bad mood, man. You know, you never know what they're dealing with. I'm surprised that we don't have more places at these truck stops, man. Most of them got little chapels like at the TA. I'm surprised we don't see more of them with little mental health booths or something. That might be a business idea for somebody, maybe even me. You know, say a mental health reach out outline, just to talk to a truck driver for a minute, just to have a little conversation with them. You know, so I just wanted to go on a little bit about it, man. If you're on this channel once again, please give me a like, please give me a subscribe, please share. I'm trying to build this channel up. I'm going to build this channel up. I want to talk about trucking and traveling and triumph. My name is Bert K. The channel is called Bert K, the Traveling Trucker. I truck for a living, and I love trucking. I do. I've been in trucking for over 42 years. I love to travel. I've been to different countries all around the world, and I pay for it through trucking. And I had a lot of triumphs in my life. So if you found anything good about this video, man, please share it with someone. Please tell someone. I go live and periodically. We're going to build this channel up together. Thank you again. If you could, subscribe to my channel, share my channel. And if no other reason, share the message. Share the message. Even if you don't want to share the channel, share the message with someone and just let them know, hey, man, I saw this guy today. He was a truck driver, and he was talking about truckers' mental health. Are you okay today, bro? And don't just stop it at truck drivers. I'm just relating to truck drivers because I think we probably are the most isolated industry out there. It's truck drivers. Outside of being an astronaut, you stuck in a freaking capsule out of space, if there is a real thing. Outside of being an astronaut, truck driver is probably the most lonely job out there, man. Some people drive from one coast to the other coast, turn around and go back by themselves in a truck by themselves. And it's a lot better now because we got social media, you got platforms, you got phones, you can reach people. I've been doing it since before they even had pagers, where you had to stop and call somebody on the phone. And you ride to the next truck stop, you couldn't talk to nobody on the phone. You had CDs. That was the way people communicated. Now you can be driving down the road, which I don't advise nobody to do this. You can be driving down the road talking to somebody on FaceTime, on video chat. Once again, I don't advise you to do that. It's not the safest way to go, but it's possible. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this up, man. But I want to say thank you for anyone who came through. Please give me a like. Please subscribe if you want, if you would. This is a new channel that I'm trying to build. I'm going to build up. It's called Bert K, the Traveling Trucker. So until the next time, man, y'all be live.